Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like 'em up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like 'em up. Smack at it. Fire. Fire. Guard. Fire. Guard. As you can tell by that thumbnail right there, yes indeed, I'm about to write some graffiti on the bus. We're about to get straight into it in a menudo style in a direct fashion. Trip out. So let's get, because I am. Let's get to slipping into the clipping and get to spitting. Now, Trip, Lazy Dub. Okay, this individual came out of nowhere. Straight up out of nowhere. Never heard of him, never seen him, never thought twice. But one thing I will say is I respect the man for being a man. You know, you can't hate on the next man just because you don't know him and you don't know what he's about. You respect everyone until they cross that line, and then you say, hey, Ben's on a tira. Stay over there. You know what I mean? You're getting a little too fucking close for comfort, Jack Tripper. Now, one thing I do know that's for sure is he involved himself in this mix with Mr. Capone and SPM. They definitely, it's like a three-way there. It's like a trifecta. Something's going on there, more than meets the eye. There's a little going on there, Holmes, that I see from a distance, and I'm like, okay. You know, a lot of back and forth. A lot of tension between the raza. You know, and it seems like the situation has now spilled over to where I seen a video that actually crossed my feed, man. Shout out to Haters World, man. I can't hate on Haters World. He actually dropped an exclusive where he said that, you know, the Vatos in Burque in New Mexico actually ran up on Lazy Dubs at Hooters, a casino, and spoke some harsh words to him, clowned on Mr. Capone, and to which Lazy Dubs kind of turned a blind eye, man, and didn't want that smoke. Now, is this true or is this not true? I come from the old school land of paperwork. I come from the old school land of, you got the video, right? Do you got the video? Do you got receipts, man? Or is this just words that people are speaking because they're feeling some type of way? Now, in defense of the man saying it, a highly reputable and respectable individual from New Mexico, man, pretty well known out there. His homeboy's the one that told this story. And you could tell by his body language and the way he said it, he didn't fabricate shit, man. He put it out there. He's like, now what the fuck about this? He just says, he might as well have a chorra in his hand. Now what does a fucking punk, eh, right? That's the way he said it. Like it wasn't a big thing to him. He said, them vatos, fuck, I ran up on the vato, hit him up, told him this, and that. And the vato was just like shaking in his fucking state boots, right? Now, if Lazy Dubs does seem like that type of individual, or if he did do that, maybe it was code that night. I don't know. Maybe his antennas weren't circulating the way they should have. One thing is for sure, sometimes when you're in a public place, you know, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to attract the attention of the security. You know, you're on camera. You know, I'm going to give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. You know, if you're definitely at a casino or a public place like that, a hotel, I'm doing curls. Ain't that right, Stacks? You definitely don't want to pull out pedazos and get to clapping right there. Now, there are some individuals that are true gangsters that don't care where they're at. They don't give, man. They're like, oh, dog, I just don't give a fuck, right? They're willing to get off anywhere and everywhere. And those are the type of individuals that are locked up forever, that when they're in there, they're doing Bible study, talking about, damn, bro, I wish I would have never did this. Yeah, I wish you would have never did it too, puta. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. That doesn't make you a gangster because you're fucking willing to do something anywhere. The real gangsters are the ones that are cold and calculated and smooth, Holmes, and wait. You know, there's a process of elimination. There's a process of time that you must wait. Anyone with some knowledge that they didn't get in college, I'm gaming you up, knows what's up. Now, with this Lazy Dub situation, you know, maybe that was the case. Maybe he was like, okay, motherfuckers, let's get. You see the camera and the big old fucking Samoan over there in the corner. What's up, Oos? Right? We could wait. I'll catch you outside. How about that? Right? It could have been like that. But from the way the story was told, of course, it belittled Lazy Dubs and made him look like a poop butt, made him look like he just got ran up on and didn't do nothing about it. Now, coming from the era I come from, that wouldn't have went down. That doesn't go down. You know, that didn't go down. Individuals like that feel some type of way. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. And if you know that you're a fucking, you know, you're on YouTube every day, you're making these videos, you're talking this shit, Holmes, you're clowning this guy SPM, and then you get punked, you know, you might as well fade into obscurity. You know, that's that. You know, stick a fork in you. You're done, turkey. You know what I mean? Somski, you're done, eh? Don't do it no more, right? Guard, what? This motherfucker got punked. Well, he's a punk. You know what I mean? Oh, Spence up. That's just how it is. Now, let's look at the core of this problem. If the Vato, shout out to Burke, man. Shout out to New Mexico, man. I've always had an affinity and a love for New Mexico, man. They're real righteous out there. But let's look at this situation here. This all stems from a beef between a convicted guy with an R in his jacket, you know, an M on his jacket. I don't know what the Vato has on his jacket. I don't even know if he has a jacket, right? But what I do know what he has is some bad, heinous crimes on his jacket. Whether he's innocent or not, I'm not going to get into that debate. I don't give a fuck, right? I don't like him, and that's it. Period. But whatever the case may be, it's this individual who's been sitting down 20 plus years who quite possibly might be getting out soon. Now, real G's, real people that have something to say about him ain't going to say nothing on the internet. They're not going to speak on him. When he gets out, reach out and touch him. When he gets out, get at him. If you're feeling that serious about a situation, get at the Vato. Me, I just don't condone what he did, and I just don't promote what he did, and I'm going to back up like a crowd. I don't want to have no dealings with that individual one way or the other. If we're ever to cross paths in real life, of course I'm going to say something. I'd be a fool not to. Or would I be a fool too? Because, you know, individuals like that probably, you know what I mean? You ain't going to get close to them. But anyways, if this guy, Lazy Dubs, as well as Capone, feel so wholeheartedly about this situation and feel that they must be the heroes of the raza and championing, you know, what this guy's got going on and putting them on blast, we already all know, Spencer, everybody, all the raza knows already what the dude's locked up for. You know, you're either with them or against them, You either condone it and think it's fake, or you just condone it, period, because he can rap good, or you don't. Okay? But what is it doing to the people, to the brown people? It's causing a lot of turmoil and a lot of tension. You know, a lot of division, man. No, not north to south division. It has nothing to do with that. It's causing division within the states, Texas, California. Now it's spilled over to New Mexico, where you got certain rappers and certain individuals saying, hey, you know, this Vato can't come to California, his card's pulled. Or this Vato can't come to fucking Burke, his fucking card's pulled. Or this Vato can't come to Houston, Texas, his card's pulled. ¿Sabes qué, Vato? And then the Vatos are there taking pictures with people. You know, it's just a bunch of chaos, man. It's a bunch of brown confusion that people like. See, they like that shit. You know, running up on a guy like Lazy Dub and disrespecting him behind what? Behind some Vato with the weird case on his jacket? That doesn't, you know, you're going to get locked up for a Vato that really doesn't give a fuck about you, doesn't know you. Hey, Sasuke, you ain't about the Capone, man. SPM's a righteous one, yeah? You think SPM's going to give you anything off Cantina? Fuck no, he ain't. You're not even going to be on the same, if you're a righteous dude, you're not even going to be on the same yard with them. He's in the bad yard. What I'm saying is people are fighting and championing this guy's words and his fight for him. Let him be a man and do his own thing. If he's a real one, like a lot of people say he is, then I'm sure he'll handle his business. He probably himself doesn't want a whole bunch of people fucking in his mix, man. Just the way it is. But of course, you got a whole bunch of gente, a whole bunch of individuals that continue, to, you know, dramatize. Is that how you say dramatize at the second? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's cold that night. You know what I mean? Dramatize the situation. So now you have this Vato Lazy Dub. People are saying he got ran up on in Hooters, right? In the club or the casino. And all I can say to that is, without proof, it's just words. It's just wordplay. You know, there's no paperwork, right? Now, do I believe the situation occurred? I do. I do. Just from the standpoint of the man who said it and the way that he said it. You know, the delivery is everything. It's not just the beat. He said it so nonchalantly, like, it was nothing, bro. Do I believe Lazy Dub is some type of poop butter punk or a sucker, man? I don't think so. You know, a lot of people are woofing on this guy's name. Oh, he came from nowhere. He's nothing. He's clout chasing. How can you clout chase off SPM? Explain that to me. The Vato's no good. He has a fucking weirdo case on his jacket. He hasn't been pumping or booming or Bangladeshing for a long time. So I don't see what clout you can actually gain off his name. You know, whatever they have is personal, man. You know, people don't look at it that way. There's some personal situation. Maybe he wanted to give Carolyn the 6-inch Subway sandwich. I don't know what it is. You know, he was going after that Arby's shit. I was trying to eat fresh too. What's up, Caroline? Right? You just never know what exactly it entails. But it seems a lot more personal between him, this trifecta of him, Capone, and SPM. You know, and now it's spilled over to the streets. Now you got real gangsters, real thugs, real ones, real gang members, man, getting at people out there on the streets. For what? For no other reason than it's popular. You think it's cool? Because prior to this, all this mix and all this back and forth shit, this Vato Lazy Dubs, you would have never had people running up on him, in defense of SPM. I hadn't heard SPM's name in a long ass time. I remember when I first came on YouTube and people said, "Hey, you bump some SPM?" And I didn't wolf on him and clown him. I just said, "Nah, bro, I don't promote that guy." I have my own reasons. I was raised a certain way. I have certain morals and values in what I believe in, and anything that comes to children, I just can't. But he didn't do it. He's locked up for it though, bitch. Right? Is that right? I was like, go hard. Tell him. You know what I mean? Not, we can't bump that shit over here, right? I said, nah, I just don't get down. But I didn't want to wolf on that man. I didn't want to clown him and belittle him because he's already going through his things, his motions. You don't make a man suffer for doing time. Doing the time is his fucking suffering. I've been there, done that. Not for his cases, but you understand. Now, this guy Lazy Dub and Capone, if they continue this nonsense of frivolously talking down upon this guy, and they're only making him more relevant. This video is only making him more relevant. This confusion and chaos and fucking drama that's going on right now is irrelevant. Who cares? The only reason I'm speaking on it is because it pertains to the raza, and because now it has spilled to the streets where individuals are actually getting involved. I'm watching YouTube and it comes on my feed every day. You got vatos from Houston talking that high power shit. You know what I mean? Fuck this shit and making it a California thing. And you got vatos from California, rappers and shit, talking about fucking this guy and that guy cannot come to California. These vatos are all up in Fresno with the Bulldogs talking about They're gonna go where they go, man. Business is business and personal is personal. Hey, obviously nothing's gonna fucking happen to any of these guys because it's already been spoken about on YouTube. Once it gets spoken about, hey, you better not come here, or what? Or I'm gonna tell you what. The feds is gonna be knocking at your door, locking your ass up because you already threatened an individual like a dumbass on YouTube. You better stop it. You know what I mean? Real ones don't do that. You know what real ones do? Have you ever heard of Debo? Cross-eyed and shit, just looking at you? That's what the real ones do, man. They don't talk about it or speak about it. They move like lasagna. Order Heathcliff. That's it. Period. That's the game. That's realness. That's real life. I had a homeboy, I swear to God, I'd never heard him talk. I've seen him do a lot of other shit. You know what I mean? Allegedly. But I ain't never seen him talk, Holmes. He wasn't about wordplay, man. He was about different type of play. He wasn't even about play shit. The world was real life. Life in living, you could do what you want to do. Homie don't play that. You know what I mean? That homie did not play that. But what I'm saying is he had certain ways of thinking about him. He didn't want to wolf on you. He didn't want to talk about it. Hey, when the time came, the time came. Period. So all this shit, oh, you can't come here. You can't come there. Hey, fuck you. You vatos are fucking canceled. Oh, this. No. None of that shit is real, bro. That's for fakeries. That's for shakeries and bakeries. That's added preservatives. It's not real because if it was real, you would just go handle your business. The Vato SPM is not even out of jail yet, and people already want to take fades. They want to do this. They want to do that. Where was that energy at 15 years ago, 10 years ago? I'm not defending this man whatsoever, man. I'm just keeping it real. This guy was right there, and no one's been woofing on him until he's almost getting out. And maybe it is a cloud chase. Maybe it is people wanting that smoke now that he's getting out. But these same people that are wanting that smoke were fucking little kids. When this Vato was already doing time, incarcerated. Weren't even in the mix like that. Now all of a sudden they're high power and they want that smoke. Come on now, stop it. As far as these guys from Burke running up on Lazy Dub, I believe it happened. Without seeing paperwork and of course without a video, we're not going to ever know for sure. But I honestly, truly believe that happened. Do I truly believe that he fucking punked down and bitched out and fucking, oh man, I don't want that smoke? I don't think so. I think, of course, like I said, he did it for all the right reasons. You're in the camera, you're under the gun. You can't do too much. You take a dumb motherfucking man to get off. I mean, you can get off. Shit, the Mongols and the Hells Angels did, in the casino, and all of them got busted. Shit goes down. You get off where you're mad at. But at the same time, what you need to understand is the best thing to do is just wait. That time will come. But, for even these guys from Burke to get involved, see how far it has spilt now. Now it's in New Mexico. It's only a matter of time for it's in AZ, Colorado, anywhere where there's raza. People are feeling some type of way. There's a thin line between love and hate right now. Whether you love SPM or you hate him, it's a thin line right now. And it's causing confusion. It's becoming more than just Lazy Dub, Capone, and SPM. They started a snowball effect, these three individuals, man, that has now crossed over to where other guys, real street motherfuckers that are really in the mix, Holmes, are starting to beef over it. Hey, Sasuke, hey. Who you guys rock with? You know what I mean? They don't even ask if you're active anymore. Who you rock with? What do you mean? Are you on the what? You with the Capone or SPM? I mean, oh shit, he's wearing an SPM hat. I don't know, fuck. Is the Vato guilty? You know what I mean? Vatos don't know. You know what I mean? No, so scared, no wancha. You know that Vato ain't even Mexican. That's it. Capone over there supporting him. Yeah, bro, but you know what I mean? It's the way. Now, fuck that. It's just straight up brown pride. People are tripping. You know, there's getting so many slandering remarks getting thrown around. He ain't Mexican, or this guy's fucking that, or this guy's on this shit, right? You know, on a camel. I don't know. At the end of the day, none of that matters. All that matters is the division of the raza is becoming real again, and it's an ugly situation. For those of you that are be like, it's no big deal. I don't even see it. Okay, well, fuck you. You know what I mean? Then don't see it then. Be blind to the fact. It matters to me because I'm brown and I'm proud. And I'm proud of my people. And I'm proud when my people are doing the right things. This mess needs to go away. This chaos needs to go away. Because look, it gets real. If Vatos are really running up on Lazy Dubs, you know, if you think fucking SPM's going to get out, if he does get out and people don't get at him, they are. They're feeling some type of way. And let me tell you something. Out here in California, motherfuckers getting down differently. I mean, I'm just telling you. Right? People are taking the initiative to make it their own pleito. And that's how it is, bro. What you do in the industry, what you put out there on YouTube affects many more, so many others that you don't understand. You know, I've always taken a firm stance in my beliefs, but I've never tried to make it your issue. Okay? With Lazy Dubs, Capone, as well as SPM going back and forth and bickering, they're trying to convince you. That's what the videos are all about. Trying to convince you why. Don't fuck with this guy because he's this, because he's that. Hey, everyone's entitled to make their own decisions. Once information is put out there, it's up to you whether you believe it or you don't, homie. It's up to you whether you fucking run with it or you don't. But when Vatos are trying to convince you, you know what I mean? Hey, I say convince yourself, homes. Hey, don't convince me, You know what I mean? You ain't, don't worry about what I'm doing. So that's okay, yeah, I know that Vato fucking is a weirdo. I know it. You know, but it's up to other motherfuckers to believe it. If they don't, you can't force anyone to believe anything they don't want to believe. Anyways, question of the day. Did Lazy Dub get ran up on in Burque? I say yes, sir. I say even without evidence, the proof is in the pudding. I believe so. I haven't seen him make issue a statement on it yet or say, you know, and maybe I just missed it. You know, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if he's fucking, you know, had a story to back up that story. But Vatos and Burque said they ran up on him, man. New Mexico, stand up. They're doing their thing. They ain't playing, man. And these guys, you know, saying shout out to SPM. So they've been a Carlos Coy supporter from day one. You know, I ain't mad at them. People that have personal relationships are going to rock with their homeboys no matter what. It's all about the realness, you know, what's really behind the scenes, what's really going on. And like I said, man, a lot of people in the limelight, a lot of these rappers, a lot of people, bro, no one cares, man, anymore. Look at 6ix9ine. He's around that motherfucker. He's all in Beirut, hang, doing whatever he wants. It's cool now to tell. It's cool now to be the chiduhu. It's cool now to be a weirdo. It's cool now to fucking, you know, that's cool. Let's get about this ain't tripping. It's the solid righteous ones that are getting tripped on. It's crazy, right? That's just the way it is. Anyways, as far as Lazy does, my many blessings to you. I hope that, you know what I mean, when you look in the mirror, you don't have to think about that fateful night. The Vatos and Burque, shit, gangsters and Burque are just going to do what they do. You know what I mean? And as far as everyone in California and Texas, man, it's all love, man. It's all brown. It's all raza. Remember, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Anyways, I hope that you move with a purpose. I could give a fuck less, man. If SPM gets out or he doesn't, like I said, if I ever run into the Baboso, we will discuss some things. Bang, bang. Allegedly, in a nice way. You know what I mean? With that being said, I hope that you move with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's about struggling and striving for your familia, your people, your gente. All gente, man. You know what I mean? Reach one to teach one. You already know. We all need each other. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. Not, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this new Chicago crown. You like that? I did that. And if not, I mean, in fact, it is what it is, man. I'm going to continue to be here, struggle and strive for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. Coming together, man, and being brown, proud, black, sprinkle the woods in, brother. Thought I forgot about you at this time. They're over there like, what about us? What? What about us? I got you, brothers. Don't worry about it. The gun. Bang, bang. And in that fashion.